Hello and welcome to this video training. My name's Lee and I'm going to be taking you by the hand throughout this training. Now in this video it's all about the introduction and the overview. So once again, thanks for jumping on board with this program. We really appreciate it and we hope that you get a lot out of it. We hope that you're prepared to put in a bit of time. We're hoping that you're prepared to listen and learn, and most importantly, take action. Now remember, as you move throughout this course, you can take notes, but remember it's a video course primarily, so you do have the capability to pause, rewind and rewatch at your leisure. But as I say, remember you need to be taking action, otherwise it doesn't really mean much. So let's just start at the beginning with making money online. I just want to talk to you about some of the basics and just show you these two very basic diagrams just to get your head around the way that you need to be starting to think if you want to make money online. Now, when you think about the customer which you've been many times throughout your life, you will have experienced a very simple process. That you're a customer and you go to a shop, a product, a website, you're then sold to. There's the selling process where someone tries to sell something to you, you then spend and you receive the goods. And that's kind of like the mindset and the thinking that we have as a customer. Pretty simplistic. But as an entrepreneur, we need to think slightly differently, okay? We need to think about visitors. We need to think about how we get those visitors. And then we need to think about marketing and basically how we take those visitors and make them into customers. Okay, how they dish out that money, how they make that decision to spend, and then they spend money. Okay, but then the most important thing for any serious business is the repeat customer. How do we continue to keep those customers coming back? How do we maintain them spending money with us over and over again? And that's basically the nuts and bolts of what this course is all about. This course is all about getting targeted traffic. It's all about marketing correctly, incentivizing them correctly to spend money from day one, and then getting them to spend money over and over again by obtaining their information and being able to market to them over and over again. Now, this course, as I say, is all about what I've just spoken about. And we think this course is very good. We're really pleased with what we put together. Now, this course is step by step and it is over the shoulder. So we're going to be we're going to be teaching you from the beginning to the very end. Each step is very individual, and there's something to be learned, and there's action bit to be taken from each step. We're also going to be showing you what we're actually doing. So you're going to be over the shoulder and you're going to be watching what we do. Now, everything we do is in full detail and replicatable and easy to follow. Okay, so we've mixed together the theory and the practical. So we're teaching you the nuts and bolts of what's going on, and then we're showing you how to apply that. We're going to have any links and resources provided. As you can see beneath, there's going to be links and resources provided beneath the videos to help you crack on. We tell you what to consider through the steps. We're not just going to be force feeding you. We're going to basically be trying to get your brain working as well, because if your brain works, you're going to know how to expand, how to move forward, how to replicate something, how to do something slightly different, how to experiment. And that's important because you need to be your own person. You need to come up with your own ideas in conjunction with what we teach you. Now, we'll also tell you exactly what you need to do. Okay, so as I say, each step is of its own. It's a standalone module, and we show you what you need to do, and we tell you exactly what you need to do to move forward, and that's very important. So just to kind of conclude this introductory overview, I just want to talk about some very basic tips for success that can help you make some serious changes very, very rapidly. Now, these sort of things we could talk for hours and hours about things that you can do and things that how you can modify your life. And we know there's millions and millions of books there, and when you get into it, you can read so many books, you can learn a lot, and there is a lot to be learned. But for me, um, basically, there are three things that you want to look at straight away, okay, that can help you improve. And the first thing is getting some sleep. There's so many people out there that just don't get enough sleep. They say you should get 8 hours. Me personally, I get more than 8 hours. Now, if you know anything about training, fitness, they always say you need to have the sleep because that's how your body regenerates it. That's how it heals. That's how it gets stronger. That's how the muscles are built. The muscles aren't built in the gym. They're built. They're built when you're sleeping, when you're regenerating. And that's the same for anything. It's the same with your brain. If you're not getting enough sleep, how can you expect to improve? You're going to wake up. You're not going to be in a positive mind. You're not going to be ready to attack the day. You're going to be thinking about other things. You're going to be thinking about eating and doing this and doing that. So if you can wake up being refreshed and you're mentally cleansed and ready to do something, it's only a positive mind. And as I say, I know so many people that get few. One of my good friends basically lives off of about 4 hours a day, and he is a zombie. And he even admits it. He admits that like his life isn't 100%, but he still doesn't do anything about his sleep. And if he changed his sleep, like I keep telling him, he would see immediate improvements in his life, in all parts of his life. Okay. The next thing to think about is three things. So you should start the day with a game plan to achieve three things, and this is every single day. You can think about this day before, night before, and think about three things that you're going to do. And what this does is, not only does it kind of make you think about what you need to do and plan in advance, it also gives you a goal to achieve things. So at the end of the day, you think, did I achieve those three things? Those three things I should have done. Why didn't I do that? I've wasted today. And ultimately, um, when you're deciding on your three things to do, they have to be the three most important things. You can't say, right, I'm going to wake up and have breakfast, I'm going to have lunch and my dinner. That's no good. It needs to be, right, do that research. Go and speak to that person, make that call, right? And at the end of the day, if you've completed those three things, there is a sense of achievement, and you need to be achieving things every day, or have that sense of achievement to keep you moving forward. It's very important. So that whole planning ahead, a sense of achievement, that combination is very important for success. Now, the next thing, this is a real massive general thing, but it's read. It is read. So many people don't read. Now, you should be reading every single day something. Fiction or non-fiction, doesn't really matter, but you should be stimulating your mind in one way or another. And I'm not talking about on your phone and reading this. I'm talking about actually picking up a book, reading something, absorb it. Obviously, if you're learning something, it's 10 times better. So if you can pick up a book in the morning and for 15 minutes read a book that teaches you something or other, that is so powerful. And I know that for me, I've become pretty successful, but I read about 2 books in my life between birth and about 23 years of age. 2 books, and I managed to get through school only reading those 2 books. My whole English was pretty appalling at that time. By the time I got to 23, my English was pretty terrible, and that's when I decided to change my life around. And since then, I've been reading every single day. And you can tell by the way I speak, I'm not the most eloquent, the most highly intelligent of people, but I've managed to completely change my life around on a successful path. because I decided I wanted to learn, I wanted change, and I've done that primarily through reading, reading so many books, and even today, I'm an incredibly slow reader. I fully admit that. I read maybe 10 pages a day, and some people say, oh, I can read a book in a day. Great. I wish I could read a book in a day. I wish I could read a book in a day, but I can't. But despite that, I read every single day, and I massively feel the benefits. So those are three tips that you can jump on board with, and they will definitely help you moving forward in success with whatever you do. So as I say, I've been Lee, and this has been the overview. I hope it's been clear and concise, and I hope it's been inspiring, and I hope that you move forward with video training, and I hope that you take action at every step of the way.